Good morning, pathway finders. Today's video is sponsored by Thursday the 17th of October 2024. Just caught the number 35 bus and been dropped off at the top of North Helford Passage. We're making our way down to the ferry boat inn, and then we will be walking in and around Falmouth, which will cap off the end of the sort of southwest peninsula, and covering over the last 12 months we'll have done Pendennis around Falmouth. So important day today. I'll get back to you when we're outside sort of the ferry boat. So the ferry boat in car park, which is £2 a day it says. Does get filled quite quickly, and then we are looking at the other side of Helford there. Ferry boat taking a hiker across all the way over to the other side, and sort of just over there was where we stopped our last walk, and the Shipyard Arms is just over there, and that is the other side of Helford. So we have the Helford River just behind me, and I'm now stood on North Helford, so I've not taken the ferry. I've caught the bus round and skipped the ferry part. But you can see at the moment there's old matey sort of taking a hiker across. So here we go. Falmouth, about 10.5 miles. That side is where we walk through all those trees, and then around onto St Anthony in Meneag. So I managed to nab a break in the weather, because so other than last Saturday, the weather's just been torrential rain. Path's a little bit muddy already. This is the best day of the week, and so we've just managed to organise things so we can get picked up. Walking around another section I've not done before. Hope you've enjoyed the section so far. Come back to you when we've got something a little bit more interesting to see other than a hedge. Yep, path is a little bit more muddy now this time of the year. Do have my hiking poles which might get out, stop me from slipping over. No. Gonna be a muddy one. So we are on walking on a tank track, as you've seen that little sign there. So this does have a little part of Cornwall does have a little bit of significance, supporting the World War II back in the day, where lots of boats and sort of the army set sail just to sort of, just, especially with Dunkirk. Look at this. Now this is the little beach that you cannot get to, as I said, because only if you go through like Trebar Gardens. These are the steps walking up. No access to the beach unless you want to pay National Trust membership or entry into the gardens. Don't talk to me about free country, but you can still appreciate the views. It's in the gardens itself. June the 1st, 1944, American troops from the 29th US Infantry Division embarked on an Operation Overlord, the code name for the Normandy landings. These events left Polgwydden Cove with the local nickname of Yankee Beach. So all the US Army, and this was selected, this little cove, as a D-Day embarkment point, which meant that you weren't able to cross at Falmouth. No wind, sun is out, perfect walking weather. Something magical about this time of the year, which is autumn. I know I like the hot sunshine, but autumn with changes in leaves and different colours makes it a different, almost not fairy tale magical walk, but it's always different. Follow the arrow. Glendurgan Beach. So that's where the church where we walked from last time, all the way around Pendennis Head, all the way to the where the ferry was, Shipyard Arms. So I got dropped off this morning, walked down, ferry boat in, and now we're here already, and we're walking all around, sort of past Morning Smith, Rosemullion Head, Maenporth, and onwards into Falmouth, so Pendennis Point. Always remember to look back where you've come from, because you may miss bits if you don't see looking forward. Hill walks built there again, so lots of reminders of World War II around here. The last one we really saw of those was probably back way before, sort of like Kennock Sands way. Oh, look at this, a bit muddy here. So definitely take, with the rain, water and everything, that's an interesting part of the path. Climb over, careful not to fall or rip anything. Yep. Oh, wet feet. So just walking through the woods at the moment. Lack of signage, drastic. There's a break off up there, going through a stile into a field. No coast path sign, no acorn, no national trail. So I'm keeping with the water on my right and zigzagging down here at the moment. And fingers crossed it's the right choice. Right, we've walked up some granite steps, a few more wooden steps. Some of the path around here is blocked for obvious reasons, erosion. So yep, made the right decision to keep walking and not going upwards. And Maenporth is the next sort of target point, if you like. Fraggle Rock Lighthouse getting closer. Whoop. Right around there. So we've come out of Helford River Passage now. We sort of start to turn. You can see all the headland that we've covered. And you know, apologies it's taken so long, but you know, life gets in the way. But I'm pleased that, you know, I'll have done Pendennis around Falmouth, which is for me a good chunk. I've walked sections of the path that I've never walked before. But ultimately, folks, walk your own path. It's your walk. You own it. You walk it as much or as little as possible. Small chunks, big chunks. Just enjoy it, because life is far, far too short. I'm getting out here on days like this again, just listening to just the sound of the sea is just so relaxing. Go, Gillingbay's beach over there. You can see Pendennis Castle. Oh, great stuff, great stuff. Not Maenporth Beach, don't know how far away that is. Did say 5 miles from Helford. Nice little find, this one. Time for a little tea break, methinks. Great little 11s pit stop. Maenporth next, and then it'll be Swanpool, Gillingbay's, on to Pendennis Point and Headland, and then round into Falmouth itself. No time pressure here at all today, just enjoying this bit. So far has had pretty much, it reminds me so much of like the stretch before Coverack, bits of the Lizard thrown in, and parts of sort of all around sort of before Pra as well. Approaching Maenporth now. Great beach, flat. It's not lifeguarded though. Got to pay to park. You get clamped if you don't pay. 1.75 miles to Swanpool. Almost back in civilization a little bit, which is a bit disappointing because that last stretch was so quiet. Such a warm morning. I've just noticed that my water levels have only got about quarter of a bottle of water left, so I know definitely at Gillingbay's there's a water point. I forgot to stop and have a look around at Maenporth. There are these little water refueling stations up and around on the coast now, dotted around, and we saw some in Hale last weekend as well, and it does help the hikers those of us that walk the coast path, especially in the summer as well. But yeah, even though this is like mid-October, it is, I think, sort of reaching nearly 20 degrees, which is bizarre. But I've still got nearly a full flask of tea, so I've still got plenty of fluids. All that we've walked around this morning, or most of it, not the end prominent point, but epic. Still climbing on this one. I think we're nearly at the top now. We finally stopped climbing. It's got to be a good 10-15 minute steady upwards walk. The path itself is perfect. I mean, it's just, you could ride, you could cycle, run, walk, but we'll finally reach the top. Fraggle Rock Lighthouse is edging close, so I can see. Beach behind me. We're now going to walk across towards Pendennis Point, and the burning question that you've probably all been waiting for is, where are we going to end up? Where's the end day for today? What pub? There's numerous pubs in Falmouth. We've got Spoons, we've got just too many to go through. We need a camper van trip, although unfortunately there's no campsites around. Local council won't allow it either for parking overnight. So yeah, I'll come back to you on the pub. Not quite decided which one yet. This is another beach that gets really, really busy in the summer, or when the sun comes out. It's a student town as well. Falmouth is a uni here. Beach. So this section that we're walking along the seafront now is though overnight parking. The town council, in their wisdom, just because a few residents moaned about certain van lifers, they've now got a rule of no parking. And look at this view they're missing out on. I'm bringing trade to the town. There was a water point at Gillingvays Beach, so water all topped up, just in case any of you set out on a walk and run short. I'm sure the other cafes at Swanpool and Maenporth probably did the same. All of that Nairhead, all the way round, in and out, sort of Gillen Creek, coming back out of, just over there where that sailboat is over there. You can see it very well. That's where we've walked from this morning, Helford, all the way around. Lighthouse. This is probably the closest we'll get to it, so I'm not quite sure where the path walks when we get to the Pacific side. And then we've got Black Rock there, just in the middle, and that over there is St Maur's over there. So onto Pendennis Head in the car park, go out to where I've just taken all those photos, then walk back. Don't go back into the car park, keep on the right hand side. You will join back up with the coast path. So about a mile and a half into Falmouth. Or probably all road walking once we get to Pendennis shipyard point. And I think we're aiming for the probably the chain locker for a pint of tribute or proper job is coming up. Great day's walking so far. Weather's been perfect. Views again stunning, and tantalisingly close over there now is the next walk. Or is it? Because I want to show you a hidden gem. I'll show you more of that before we finish this video. Part of these walls were the defence of the castle Henry VIII asked to be built, and there's in the St. Maur's Castle. So Pendennis shipyard just behind me, a bit noisy. Flushing just over in that distance, yet another one, not one to be confused with near Gillen. Heading out, there was a photo I just put up, very busy there, you couldn't sort of see Falmouth really. We're heading towards the sort of end point, which is where you catch the ferry across to St. Maur's. Logistically wise, I need to think about everything for next steps with that one, but so I mean this section has been amazing from Penzance round to here. A bit of another walk to feel free going over stuff again, but you know, so glad that I've been able to take photos, enjoy it, get out. I hope you guys folks have enjoyed it as well. I said at the start, all done, there's no drones and no GoPro, just everything's just taken on my iPhone. I do know that means that some photos and videos perhaps aren't up to best, but you know, I hope the experience of the walking and the coast path still comes across. I hope you've enjoyed the walk. We've reached the pier where you can now get the ferry across to St. Maur's. The little adventure we're heading on next is over towards Flushing, which to me, although it's not part of the coast path, is the hidden part of the coast path. It'll be a little gem. Hopefully I'm off on holiday next week so I can get that one in. Chain locker is a call in. A couple more pictures through Falmouth will pop up after this as well. It's been amazing to have you on this journey so far, Pathway Finders. Thank you so much. Thanks for your support, likes, shares and subscriptions. Continue on the journey with me and us, as we also include camper van trips as well. I'll squeeze you all later, folks. Cheers. Cheers. getting picked up in about half an hour, so time to kill one more pint. Happy days.